From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, November 14th, 2018. Silver is trading at $13.99 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,201 per ounce. Zen is trading at $13, and the average price of Bitcoin is $6,324. Antiwar.com reports most of the focus on the fighting of the Ghazni province has been on the precipitous defeat of Jaghori, where even the deployment of advanced special forces has failed to slow Taliban advances. The neighboring Malistan District, however, is also being lost in heavy fighting. As with Jaghori, Malistan was considered a relatively safe district, which rarely saw fighting of its own. The arrival of the Taliban, however, has meant hundreds of families fleeing into the neighboring Uruzgan province. Whether Uruzgan will be able to accept all of them is unclear, as the Taliban has been engaged in offensives in that province as well. Ghazni officials are warning that the displacement and fighting could spark a humanitarian crisis. In practice, it's not clear what the Afghan government can do at this point. They've been losing militarily across the country, and the neighboring Jaghori district is the one getting almost all of the reinforcements. Even this seems to be mattering little, with the Taliban killing even top commanders. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. UPI reports Representative Bruce Poliquin of Maine filed a federal lawsuit Tuesday to try to block ranked choice ballots in his race against his Democratic opponent, Jared Golden. The suit, filed against the Maine Secretary of State, Matthew Dunlap, names Poliquin and 3 registered voters in Maine's 2nd Congressional District as plaintiffs. They are seeking to stop state election officials from conducting the nation's first ranked choice voting tabulation in a federal race. Plaintiffs argue in the suit that Maine's act to establish ranked choice voting, where voters rank candidates in order of preference, is costly and confusing and raises constitutional challenges, saying it sets a plurality vote as the qualification for election to Congress. Voters approved the act at the ballot 2 years ago. It allows voters to spread their votes across candidates by ranking them in order of preference in primary and federal elections. Poliquin got the most first-choice votes in the midterm election last week, but he failed to get more than 50%, pushing the tabulation to voters' second choices in a ranked choice runoff expected to happen Wednesday, with voting rounds to determine the winner. Plaintiffs are asking Dunlap staff to stop processing ballots for the runoff, but as of late Tuesday morning, ballot processing was continuing and would not stop unless a court ordered it to do so. Attorneys for Golden also filed a motion on Tuesday saying that the suit, filed after the polls closed on November 6, sought to invalidate the will of 270,000 Maine voters who cast their ballots with the understanding that RCV system was the law of the land. In May 2017, the Maine Supreme Judicial Court issued an opinion that found that parts of the new voting system for state legislature and governor were unconstitutional, but noted that the state's constitution did not govern primary or federal elections. Zencash is now Horizon. Horizon is a privacy platform built on zero-knowledge technology with a decentralized secure node architecture. The Horizon platform enables real-life uses beyond currency, including the ability to privately chat with other people. Soon, Horizon will enable you to publish information and go anywhere on the web, all with complete privacy. Horizon, bringing privacy to life. Learn more at horizon.global. HORIZEN.global. Reuters reports white-clad forensics teams with cadaver dogs fanned out across a ghostly landscape strewn with ash and charred debris, searching on Tuesday for more human remains left from a blaze that killed at least 42 people in California's deadliest wildfire disaster. The intensified effort to locate victims came on the 6th day of a blaze that incinerated over 7,000 homes and other buildings, including most of the town of Paradise in the Sierra foothills of rural Butte County, about 175 miles north of San Francisco. County Sheriff Corey Hunea said 228 people were listed as missing, and his office also was working to determine the fate of nearly 1,300 individuals whose loved ones had requested well-being checks on their behalf. By Tuesday, the killer blaze, dubbed the Camp Fire, had blackened 125,000 acres, but crews had carved containment lines around nearly a third of the fire's expanded perimeter. More than 50,000 area residents remained under evacuation orders, and 15,500 structures were listed as threatened by the blaze. This has been FPP Radio News, online at FPPRadio.com.